Guys, guess what year it is?
4,
7,
6, 5, 2, 1.
It's 2026. We've made it to the new year. This is crazy. Anyways, hello everybody. My name is Ace Arcana. My pronouns are they, them, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about another childhood doll line of mine that's not super well known called Kawaii Crush.
Also hyper happy, also hot your crush, also hyper trendy, also super duper fun. I heart parties, I heart shopping and the bees. What's your crush? Also hyper happy, also hyper your crush, also hyper happy, also hyper your crush, also hyper trendy.
I feel like everybody has grown up with some sort of toy line growing up that not many people know about. And for me, I'd say that was Kawaii Crush. Because even now, a lot of people don't know what it is when I mention it. And it really bums me out. I'm gonna be so for real. But I remember, like, for a short while it was coming out, a lot of people seemed to be talking about it. Or at least to my memory. Maybe not a lot of people as I remember, but I mean, I was a kid, so. Kawaii Crush hit store shelves in fall of 2013, but didn't last very long as it started to fall off in 2014 and completely was taken off of the shelves in 2015. So it did not last very long. As with most doll lines releasing around this time, it came with a bunch of webisodes on its YouTube channel. And just like Novi Stars, it actually also had only 8 webisodes. Sorry, I mentioned Novi Stars because my last video was actually about Novi Stars, so if you want to go watch that, link in the description, and I highly recommend it because I worked my ass off on that video. The tagline for Kawaii Crush was, "What's your crush?" The question just asked what was your favorite thing, and all the characters would have their own favorite things and would also be related to their favorite things. Our main cast consists of Amanda Panda Pop, Katie Cat Meow Meow, Sunny Bunny Hop Hop, and Owlina Hoot Hoot. Hurts, oh my god! These girls' crushes were their love for pandas, cats, bunnies, and owls. But it's not just limited to animals in this doll line. Sandy Shell Surf really liked shells. Taylor's Sailor Ship really liked to sail. Nettie Betty Creamy Crunch and Shelly Jelly Jam, sorry that name was really hard on me, really like peanut butter and jelly. There's quite a lot of characters and I really can't wait to get to them, but first I actually want to dive into the toy releases. I wish I focused on that more in the Novi Stars video. I just introduced the characters and also showed the dolls. I didn't actually showcase the dolls properly in my opinion. So I'm going to change that this time and I'm going to actually show you the toy releases and then talk about the characters. So despite the images I've shown you, this doll line does have a couple of brushable dolls. And these are these larger dolls of Sunny Bunny Hop Hop, Tammy Lammy Lulu, and Zoe Bowie Frou Frou. And in my opinion, just from photos, they're not super great. I'm not the biggest fan of them compared to the smaller dolls, but I mean, it's not like they're ugly or anything. They're still very cute, but I don't think they hold up compared to the smaller dolls. They're just classic. You can swap their styles if you have multiple of the dolls and brush their hair and play with it. There's not much to them. So for these smaller dolls, they are mainly known for these single packs, and first they released the main cast of girls like Amanda, Katie, Sunny, and Owlina. Well, Katie and Amanda actually got pink variants, which I want really bad of Amanda, but I actually had the pink variant of Katie when I was a kid. For these single packs, they would usually come with an outfit already on, their pet, and some extra accessories for their pet, and a second outfit. They've released 2 party packs, which are both sleepover themed. They both contain Nettie Betty Creamy Crunch, Shelly Jelly Jam, or Morning Glory Go-Go and Luna Light Night Night. And they both contain sleeping bags, a laptop, some sort of mirror or brush, some bags, face masks, sleeping masks, headbands, etc. They also had their own remote-controlled car toy that came with Betty Teddy Zoom Zoom, The set, of course, comes with Betty Teddy, the car, a hood for the car, glasses for the car, and a bunch of other accessories like stickers, a purse, and some other things. They also had some medium-sized sets. They have Mandy Candy's shop and Jamie's sunglass shop. And with any doll line, they usually have a bigger set, and their bigger sets are the Hyper Happy Mall and the Juicy Bloom Water Park. The Hyper Happy Mall comes with one doll, a wig stand with a wig, 2 hats, a cashier counter, some shoes, a hanging rack with some hangers and a couple of dresses, a mirror, the playset itself, a headband, some headbands for some pets, which it also comes with pets, 2 chairs and a table, some food, a tray, a fire hydrant, and I think that's a bath. The character that comes with this playset is Holly Molly Shop Shop. The Juicy Bloom Water Park comes with some fruits, some cups, some goggles, a hat, the doll, a floaty, and of course the playset itself. And the character that it comes with is Carrie Berry Swirly Twist, and she has a gimmick where her hair changed color in water. Now that we've discussed the toy releases / the type of toy releases, let's get into the characters now. Yippee! Of course, I've already introduced you to the main girls, but it's time for you to learn about the other characters. Meet Chili Millie Yip Yip. She comes from the main line, which is called the Cuddly Pet Collection. So she comes with a second outfit and her pet with some accessories. Her crush is everything winter themed and her pet penguin. Next, I'd like you to meet Hannah Banana Nom Nom, who is monkey themed. She is also in the Cuddly Pet Collection, so she comes with an extra outfit and her pet. Her crush is bananas and monkeys. Next, a part of the big doll line, we have Tammy Lammy Lulu. Her crush is everything related to lambs and crochet. Also a part of the big doll line, we have Zoe Bowie Frou Frou, and her crush is bows. Next, a part of the Bubbly Beach Collection is Debbie Dolphin Go-Go. Her crush is everything related to dolphins. Also a part of the Bubbly Beach Collection, we have Sandy Shell Surf Surf, whose crush is shells and surfing. Next is Becky Bubble Swim Swim, whose crush is angelfish. And finally, out of this collection is Taylor Sailor Ship Ship, whose crush is sailing ships. Next line is the Slumber Party Pack line, and we have Nettie Betty Creamy Crunch and Shelly Jelly Jam, whose crushes are peanut butter and jelly. The second pack in this line, we have Morning Glory Go-Go and Luna Light Night Night. Their crushes are the morning and the nighttime. Apparently, I had forgotten another medium-sized set that included another character I'm going to introduce from the beach line called Piper. It's not specified what her full name is, she just goes by Piper, and the set is called Piper's Gift Shop, where it has a pineapple-shaped stand, it has a whale fountain thing on a stick. I don't actually know what that is. That might be a balloon. Some glasses, a bag, a necklace. What is that? I don't know what that is. The reason why I missed this one is because there's only one known image of the actual packaging for this doll, and any other pictures of this doll comes from the promotional images for the water park playset. So, yeah, I guess the stock photos for this set are lost media, which is something that's gonna happen a lot because Kawaii Crush actually has a lot of lost media, which we'll get into later. I'm gonna finish character introductions. Next is Jamie Framey Pop, and her crush is glasses. Then there's Mandy Candy Dot Dot, and her crush is candy. Holly Molly Shop Shop, and her crush is, I imagine, shopping, but it's never listed anywhere. Then there's Betty Teddy Zoom Zoom, whose crush is bears, and I would also imagine driving. And for our final character, Carrie Berry Swirly Twist, her crush is berries. Now, before getting into the webisodes, I want to go ahead and talk about the lost media. This doll line has a bunch of lost media, and one of the big ones is its website. It has not been archived anywhere, and as I know, this is the only screenshot we have. And I might be wrong, but hello, it's Ace in Editing, and I was wrong. There's actually only 3 screenshots. There's this one with all the characters, and there's this one of Kitty Cat Meow Meow. These are the only screenshots we have of the website, which bums me the out because I was hoping to find the website for this video, and then that's literally how I discovered that it was lost media. Anyways, back to the video. And I've tried going onto the Internet Archive's Wayback Machine. There's nothing there of the Kawaii Crush website. It's just, it has the URL, but there's no captures of it. Some other lost media is the stock photos for the beach line. A lot of them are gone because I tried looking for like Becky's and Piper's and a lot of the other ones in this line, and I just couldn't find them. Some of them have all of theirs, but for some reason, a lot of the dolls in this line are missing some of their stock photos. There are also different variants of characters that were never released. The pink versions of Katy Cat Meow Meow and pink Amanda Panda Pop, while they did release, because I had Katy, their hair in the original stock photos are different from the final release, where in the final release, they had the same hair colors as they did in their originals. Meanwhile, in the stock photos, Katy has purple hair and Amanda has orange hair. Now, as a child, I do remember there being a ginger Amanda Panda Pop, like actually in stores. If you have this version of Amanda, please tell me. That would be really cool to find out that this wasn't just something exclusive to this one stock photo. There's also a variant of Becky Bubble Swim Swim with long hair instead of her usual braided hair. And I've looked at images of her actual merchandise and not just these stock photos, and she indeed released with this braided hair. So I'm wondering if she has like a wig, because wigs are actually really common in this doll line, or if this was just an unreleased version or something, or if this was a variant of her that you could actually get. If anybody has this version of Becky Bubble Swim Swim, please let me know. And something I learned when I was making this video is that there was actually an unreleased line of Kawaii Crush. In the whole line, it looks like there's about 5 dolls, and one of them comes with another mall playset that is specifically themed to glitter and royalty, which is also what the entire line is based off of. All of their hair was very glittery, and they were all supposed to be princess themed, and I'm really sad that this line never came out because it looks really cute, but I would imagine that parents would have gotten annoyed by all the glitter from their hair getting everywhere. The commercial for these dolls even shows them having a car, which makes me wonder if the other car wasn't remote controlled, even though I could have sworn it was. I also tried to look on Flashpoint if they had any Flash games, and of course I was right, there was nothing archived, except for a Star Sue Kawaii Crush dress-up game, and for those wondering, no, this isn't official. Star Sue games are usually just random popular characters in a dress-up setting. And I'm unsure, and I feel like there would have been some traces of it if it did exist, but the Bubbly Beach collection never got a commercial. I feel like it should have, and if it did, it's probably lost media, but at the same time, again, I feel like we should have some traces of it, even if it's just a low-quality snippet of a commercial, but that's just my opinion. Anyways, let's go to the content that we do have that's left of Kawaii Crush, the webisodes, and the commercials. As I've stated before, Kawaii Crush has about 8 episodes, but has 2 of these same episodes, but with one of them having a narrator and the other one being in the normal style. Also, something really weird that I did notice on their channel, episode 5 and episode 4 are released out of order. 5 went before 4, but in this video, when we look into the episodes, I'm going to be doing it in proper order. In episode 1, Stop the Pandemonium, It stars Hannah Banana Nom Nom and Amanda Panda Pop. Amanda is simply just trying to get a good night's rest with her pet panda when all of a sudden, Hannah Banana, Sunny Bunny, and Chili Millie are playing their music way too loud, which is distracting Amanda way too much for her to get any sleep, so she tries to get them to quiet down, but to no avail. The band starts playing louder and Amanda just gets frustrated until she has the idea to blow a bubble and trap them inside, which muffles out the noise so she can go to bed. But right as she goes to bed, the sun comes up. I feel that. Episode 2, High Tweed Chase, starring Kitty Cat Meow Meow and Tammy Lammy Lulu. Tammy Lammy Lulu sits down at the park to relax when she realizes one of the lamp posts is really cold, so she decides to knit it a sweater. Katie and her pet cat drop by, and the cat sees that she has a ball of yarn and goes to chase it. Because Katie's cat jumped on the ball of yarn, which causes the ball of yarn to start rolling around town with the cat on top, and Katie goes to chase after them, which results in some wacky hijinks. But as soon as the thread runs out, Tammy pulls on it, resulting in Kat and Katie being flung back to the park, yarn going everywhere, leaving hammocks, and eventually the sweater for the lamppost. Episode 3, BFF at First Sight, starring Morning Glory Go-Go and Luna Light Night Night. The episode starts with each of the girls in their own home, but both of them realize that they're both very lonely and desire a friend. Later, they go to the park to get some balloons, but they mix up the balloons given to them by Sunny, and then they go back to get the right ones. Bumping into each other and becoming BFFs at first sight, and later that night having a sleepover. Episode 4, All Blown Up, starring Hannah Banana Nom Nom and Zoe Bowie Frou Frou. Zoe just got done getting some new glasses from Jamie as she notices that Katie Cat Meow Meow has a new balloon and would really like to have it. As Katie's giving her balloon, she notices a big giant bow on a building and really wants it. So she asks Katie to put some helium in her mouth. To make her grow big. And as she's big, she pets some of the trees around town because everything is alive. She asks Hannah for help to get the bow off the building. And she helps her, but her helium wears off and she becomes small again. But Hannah pokes a hole in the bow, making it small just enough for her, and she's able to wear the bow. Episode 5, Shoe Shop Showdown, starring Hannah Banana Nom Nom and Betty Teddy Zoom Zoom. Hannah Banana is walking around the Hyper Happy Mall and sees a pair of shoes that she really likes. Well, Betty Teddy spots them too, so they're both rushing to get to the store, and the entire episode they're just fighting over who can have them. Eventually, Hannah Banana gets her hands on them, making Betty Teddy sad, so she decides to come up with a compromise, and they share the shoes instead. Episode 6, Cotton Candy Crush, starring Kitty Cat Meow Meow and Amanda Panda Pop. The girls are walking around Hyper Happy Mall with their pets when they spot Mandy Candy's shop, and the pets really want to have some cotton candy, but they can't because it's not pet friendly. So Mandy makes some pet friendly cotton candy for them. And afterwards, pours in a whole bowl of fruit, which results in the cotton candy machine breaking and going crazy. Amanda and Katie eat these weird variants of cotton candy, which results in them turning into their pink versions. Which, yes, this entire episode is to market the pink alternate versions of Amanda and Katie. Episode 7, The Great Outdoors, starring Katy Cat Meow Meow and Owlina Hoot Hoot. Hoot Hoot! The start of the episode is Owlina, Katie, and Zoe stuck inside because it's raining, but as soon as the rain clears up, they decide to go outside and camp out. The entire episode is basically just them camping, but at some point they realize that they have new food, but Owlina has the bright idea to just DoorDash food because they're actually just camping out in the park right in the middle of the city. This is the episode that has the alternate version with narration. The narrator is actually Katy Cat Meow Meow herself, so she has a canon voice. Well, who's Katy Cat Meow Meow's VA, you might be asking? I messed up on the wording, which is why I sounded so weird there. The answer to that is, I think, take this with a grain of salt, the best match that I found is Tabitha St. Germain, the voice actor for Rarity and Princess Luna from My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. So holy shit, Princess Luna voices Katy Cat Meow Meow. Woo! This would not be an Ace Arcana video if I didn't mention MLP at some point. Episode 8, Sunny with a Chance of Rain, starring Sunny Bunny Hop Hop. The episode starts with Sunny Bunny Hop Hop in her home getting excited to go outside in the sunny day.
Full size. Umbrella, please. No.
But when she steps outside, she's covered in rain by a lone rain cloud. The rain cloud follows her through the entire day, basically ruining it. But once she gets a chance to get away from the cloud, she finds an unnamed character who's ladybug themed, growing carrots, and she uses one of the carrots as an umbrella against the rain cloud, and the sun blows it away. Now, you might have noticed that this episode also has narration, and I'm sorry, but I cannot pinpoint who the heck Sunny Bunny's VA is. She sounds like no other VA I've heard of before, so if anybody does know, could you put it in the comments so maybe I could pin it? I literally can't find a match of who her VA would be. So that was all the episodes of the Kawaii Crush web series. All the other videos on their YouTube channels are 2 commercials, one for the Hyper Happy Mall and the other one for the main line of dolls, which consists of the 4 main characters. And lastly, there is a video called Introducing Kawaii Crush, where it introduces the main girls with some clips of the webisodes, with the Kawaii Crush theme song playing in the background. Like, no narration, that's it. Oh, and I did try to look up the name for this unnamed ladybug character from the final episode, and all I got on Google was just pictures of Miraculous Ladybug, so I was like, okay, I'll go back on Dollect.net and see if they have, like, a category for her, and they don't. It doesn't look like she ever existed as a toy, even though in my brain I could have sworn she did come out as a toy, and her only appearance is in this final episode. So, look, another unreleased character! Hooray! More lost media. I also just double-checked the fandom wiki, and she's not there either, so this character's name is literally just lost media at this point. So there's not much to really say about Kawaii Crush, because not a lot of its lost media was archived, like the website and stuff, so there's not anything else I can really talk about, unless new things come out and things get found, like the name of that ladybug girl I just talked about, but it doesn't look like that's gonna happen anytime soon. The Kawaii Crush fandom isn't really big. My resources I used for this video was Deluxe.net and the Kawaii Crush fandom wiki. That is how I found out about that unreleased line, is through Deluxe, and Deluxe is also a really good, like, database of all doll lines, so if you want to know more about, like, Lalaloopsy, Monster High, something like that, and even Equestria Girls, these are not Equestria Girls, I'm just using them as examples. then dullx.net is a good place to go to see the database of dolls from that line. So I highly recommend checking out that website. It helped me a lot for this video because the Kawaii Crush fandom wiki also helped, but I was mainly using dullx.net because it's just better formatted. To get a little bit sappy for a moment, I want to thank you guys so much for the support that you gave me last year. Last year was really hard on me because I had moved out, but in reality I ran away from an abusive household last year, like at the beginning of the year, and it was really hard trying to adjust, especially considering I have PTSD, so it's been like really hard, but I've been managing. I'm in therapy now, which is really good. If it wasn't for the support from you guys with the GoFundMe and just your support of me in general, the kind words and everything you've done has genuinely helped me out a lot. And because of that, I have a lot more motivation this year to actually start uploading again, and I'm hoping to make YouTube kind of a career now. I like making videos. It went from a hobby to something I could totally see myself doing, like, long term. I'm gonna try and become a YouTuber kind of full time. Like, this is my career. I would like to make it my career. So if you could help share my content, that would be really great, and it would help me grow, and it would help me live, and it would just be supporting me. But if you want to directly support me financially, I have a Ko-Fi that you can donate to, and I do art commissions. Examples on screen of the art that I do. I also do all the art for my thumbnails. If you're interested in getting some art, my commissions are open, and everything that's listed on my commissions tab is everything I can do right now. Please go support me, and if you want your name shouted out at the end of my videos, I have a membership on my Ko-Fi that you can subscribe to. It's $5 a month, and you can get your name shouted out at the end of every video. You will also get access to higher quality versions of the art and my thumbnails, and you will also get sneak peeks of videos that never made it to the internet. And I think you've noticed, if you've been watching my channel for a long time, but all my My Little Pony videos have been privated, and now the only video that's left is my Novi Stars video. And that is because I am now starting to focus on dolls again. Originally, when I made this channel, I was making videos about dolls, and that was mainly what I did, as I did doll reviews, but that was back when I was like 17. For the longest time, I was just doing videos about My Little Pony G5 because that's what was getting views and that's what was popular, and I was really discouraged that with what I was talking about and when I would put effort into my videos, nobody would watch those, but they would watch the really quick theory videos I would put out, and that would get thousands of views, and that was what would get me subscribers. So it's not like I'm never gonna talk about MLP again. I plan to, especially if Hasbro makes a Generation 6. I'll probably talk about that, but I'm probably gonna now be focusing more on the merchandise side of things when it comes to My Little Pony's actual toys, because it is a doll line, basically. But dolls have been a really big hyperfixation and passion of mine since I was little. I mean, I grew up playing with dolls, so of course. But that passion never really went away, and if anything, it just got bigger and it kept growing, and dolls is like the main thing that I'm interested in. If you get me talking about like Monster High or something, I could be talking for hours. And it was a really big comfort for me back when I lived in that household that I escaped from. Like, Monster High and Lala Loopsy and all the dolls I was collecting at the time, even the ones I kept from my childhood, brought me a lot of comfort. And I can't express how, I guess, like, thankful and grateful I am towards these little plastic women for being in my life. And dolls are like such a unique art form too, because dolls are a type of art. They can express any type of emotion or aesthetic or fashion that you want. They can be whatever you want. That's what I've always liked about dolls. And I want to talk about them again in a video essay type of format. And I also want to start reviewing dolls again. Like Jennifer, I just recorded a video of me reviewing her, and I had a lot of fun recording it. And I've missed that. Dolls are like my number one passion. I don't think they will never not be. They make me happy, and it's something that I want to continue to talk about for probably the rest of the life of this YouTube channel. And I wouldn't mind talking about dolls for the rest of my life because of how much I like them. But yeah, I'm pivoting my content more towards dolls, and I hope you guys are okay with that. And I apologize to my mainly MLP fan base for that. I know some of you are probably disappointed, but I also know that some of you are actually interested in what I have to say about these doll lines, because I've heard you guys say that you like hearing me talk about them, and that you've gotten into them because of me talking about them. So I'm always happy to introduce people to my interests and to introduce them into doll collecting, because doll collecting, while an expensive hobby, is really fun, and it brings me a lot of joy, and I'm glad that I can introduce it to other people who previously didn't know about it, or knew about it but weren't super into it until I talked about it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Expect 2 videos this month instead of just 1, because I reviewed, like I said earlier, I reviewed the Gorgeous Oasis Jennifer. So that video will come out a week after this one. And thank you guys so much for the support you gave me last year, and for the support you will be giving me in the future. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the